Hey guys, welcome to the fourth episode of the R&R podcast. I'm Asa, and with us today we got Nick.
Hello.
Got Abel.
Hola.
And we got Amir.
Hi.
And so all right, let's get into it. So I wanted to come out saying I'm tired of people projecting shit, you know? Like I see all types of people talking shit about Tiana Trump, saying she's special needs, she needs to be on a short bus and stuff. She's just from Indiana, bro. She likes sucking dick. That's really it. She don't need y'all to be her teacher and hold her hand being like, no, she's special. Like, no, she's from Indiana, bro. That's all you need to know. And I'm not just talking about someone like her. I'm talking about a lot of people. Y'all need to stop projecting without knowing anything about these people. And that's my spiel.
Shout out to Indiana women.
Yeah.
For my spiel, has anyone noticed how often in animation, when we get black people in animation, they spend like half the movie not in a black body?
I noticed that.
Are you just talking about Cole?
No. There's the Princess and the Frog movie.
Yep.
And then there's like the magical Negro stereotype that often happens where you got to come in and save somebody with your magical Negro powers. It's just be fun to see more black movies where people are just having fun. I think that's why people latch on to stuff like movies like Friday so much. Because there's really no stakes. It's just black people being having fun and just goofy stuff. We deserve movies like that too. Not everything has to be all super serious and gravity and all that kind of stuff.
I feel you. Weird. All right, yo. Now let's jump into NBA topics. First thing I wanted to talk about was, my humor is a little dark, so I kind of found it funny. Christian Wood just signed a big contract extension. Congrats to him. I'm real happy for him. Dude's looking like an all-star. He went undrafted, and apparently his girlfriend left him.
I saw the same thing.
Bro, that's horrible. That's so bad. He went undrafted.
You saw the picture where it was like, he had his hands down in his legs and the girl's in the background just like looking off to the side.
Wait, explain what happened. What are you talking about?
So, Christian Wood in 2015, he thought he was going to get drafted by the NBA, but he went undrafted. And this picture where he looks very disappointed, and like there's a bunch of people around him, and apparently the same night that he went undrafted, his girlfriend left him.
Oh.
Yeah. And, nice. The dude's been trying real hard to stay with the team for the past 5 years. Past 5 years. He's been a journeyman. He's been all over. He's been on the 76ers. He's been on the Pelicans. The Bucks. Yeah, I think it was on the Bucks. He was on Detroit last year, and this year he's on Houston. That's basically a new team every single year. That's around 5 teams, and that's how long he's been trying to make the NBA. And now, dude's looking like he's going to stay in Houston. Honestly, with him there and with John Wall playing the way he's playing, I kind of think Houston really doesn't care about trading James Harden. Not saying that those two can make up for the talent of James, but they're straight. Like they actually have they have some room to play around with.
It makes a Ben Simmons trade less plausible because James Harden fits with that team more now.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think that James Harden is going to actually stay in Houston now?
Maybe for the season. Or at least until the trade deadline. I don't because he kept expanding the teams. He was like, "Oh, Blazers, Celtics, anybody, please take me." And I think the report came out like all those rumors are from Houston, and all those teams only gave Houston courtesy calls, as in like, "Hey, I hear you're shopping James Harden. Hypothetically, what would you put out for him?" It's not actual real talks. So with the team looking good, I don't see why you trade him. There's no point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I would think that I just would have thought that more teams would have had a lot more interest in James, but I guess it's not like that. I thought people would be like jumping at the bud to get him, but
no. I think that teams are honestly more so concerned on like having James, like the type of attitude that he's shown in Houston. I think that's kind of maybe scared away some NBA teams. I'm all for NBA players taking control of their careers and doing what they want to, because ultimately they're the ones that make up the entertainment. They're the ones that make the NBA what it is. But with that said, I do think that James Harden kind of like, the way he acts kind of scares teams away. Like, it's not only his on the court stuff, it's his off the court things too. Like when he was at the strip club and he was violating like COVID guidelines and stuff.
It wasn't a strip club.
It wasn't a strip club? I thought it was a strip club.
Did you see his Instagram post?
His sister, because she's trying to be a boss. Actually,
Wow.
Yeah, Adam Silver was really pondering that.
Yo, they really should have hit him with a harder fine. 50,000 ain't nothing to James Harden.
It is nothing, man. Should have gave at least $1 million fine.
Yo, honestly, just so
you jeopardizing not only your own safety but all the other players' safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, they should have fined him $1 million, and they should have just gave like $200K to Daryl Morey. Just be like, here you go, bro. Like, Also, speaking of Daryl Morey, I saw this tweet. It was like, 76ers have been in like a mess for the past 3-4 years, and then Daryl Morey came in there. It was like, yo, give me 2 hours.
I saw that. Yeah.
And like, it's a joke, but like, honestly, it's
very true.
It's true, yeah. I really like how the Sixers look, and also what's gotten into Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has been looking pretty good.
He angry Tobias now. He's like, I'm still educated. I read books, but I'm angry now. So I hit my jumpers.
Yeah.
You think Tobias Harris reads books?
Yeah. He talks about it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he talks about reading books?
Yeah, especially in the bubble when it was like the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and he was like, "We got to get together. We got to talk. Read out loud." You know what I'm saying? We got to read books together.
I'm only laughing because I'm thinking about when LeBron said he was reading the Malcolm X autobiography, and they're like, "What was your favorite part about the book?" And he was like, his words."
Hey, Tobias Harris set him up. He gave him the book.
Yeah.
He said, go out to the press conference, see what happens.
Yeah, man.
That was
read LeBron.
Dumb, man. He set himself up. He didn't have to read. He didn't have to be reading the intro to the book in front of all the media members, asking them a question about a book. He just started reading. He don't know shit about it. So why would he set himself up like that? That was so fucking stupid.
It'd be funny as hell if he was like, "Oh man, I'm in the middle of reading," and he's got a bookmark on the first page.
I don't know why.
What NBA players do you guys think reads like on a consistent basis?
Kyrie.
I don't think Kyrie reads any like.
I think he watches videos and like conspiracy theory shit. I don't think.
Yeah, I think if he does read, it's like those kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of those books having to do with like astrology and like spirituality and shit like that.
Reading books, bro. I think he's reading like Facebook posts and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I think Kyrie looks up a book he wants to read and then just watches the YouTube video for it.
He might read audiobooks. I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
He listens to podcasts.
Yeah. Shout out Kyrie Irving. You listening?
Not our podcast.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he's listening. He's the number one supporter.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. He'd be in the comment section. More conspiracies.
I bet you Chris Paul reads 48 Laws of Power every night.
Definitely does. And he tries to translate that shit on the court. He said, "I'm Napoleon."
He's definitely reading something about war.
Yeah.
If he is doing that, it's working for the Suns. They look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do look really. I don't think it's keeping up though. They'll probably finish like 4th.
But think about it. They're doing all they're doing with Devin
Wait,
Booker,
4th?
not even doing half of what he's doing.
Bro, 4th in the West is actually pretty impressive.
Hell yeah.
I think they might finish higher because the West, a lot of the teams that I would have had 3rd or 2nd aren't really looking too good. They don't project to have the best regular season record. They might be better than the Suns in the postseason, but I don't see the Denver. I think the Denver Nuggets are going to look kind of weak at times during the season, especially since they lost a lot of their defense.
They haven't lost a game yet, right? Suns?
No, they lost one.
I think.
They lost one. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say they haven't really lost in a while because in the bubble they didn't lose, right?
Yeah, they didn't lose.
They went undefeated.
Okay. Yeah, there's a few undefeated teams that were surprising. It was Orlando, Cleveland, and Indiana. They were all undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a theory with this kind of stuff, though, man. I think a lot of teams that are getting off the starts better than they really should be has a lot to do with the lack of training camp.
Yeah.
You look at these teams that have got off the hot starts. You typically see outside of Phoenix, you see a lot of continuity from last year. Same guys, same system, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's also part of the reason why we've seen such high scores. Like people haven't really gotten their defensive sets down, and the rotations are kind of out of whack. People also aren't really in shape, so they're not really playing the best defense. So you've seen a bunch of teams drop 130 every night and 140 every night.
Mm-hmm.
I think by the time we get like 2 months in, I think we'll start seeing something more reminiscent of normal basketball. Guys will get in the rhythm.
Right.
Yeah,
and
I think that's hurt my Wizards a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think they're that. I really don't think they're that.
It's the saddest team in the league.
Hey, they're not bad. Like they got good players.
And weren't most of the games close anyway?
Yeah, all the games were close.
Yeah, all of them are close.
Yeah, I don't think they're better than their record, man. I really do believe that.
Yeah,
that one against the Bulls where Bradley Beal just blew that layup.
Oh.
Like everybody thought it was a foul, but he didn't get touched at all. He just lost it when he was at the rim.
He anticipated contact.
All right,
that didn't come.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think Washington's fucking trash. Like,
come on, man.
How? We got good players. It's a solid team.
Yeah, they have good players, but they have no defense at all, and they're not gonna fix that throughout the season.
That's true.
And like, I don't know. I think Russ is playing kind of poorly right now. I don't think that's going to stay the same. Bradley Beal's Bradley Beal.
You said poorly? He got triple doubles. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and like
all his games have been triple doubles.
He's averaging 5 turnovers.
I'm being sarcastic. I hope you know this.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm just saying he's averaging 5 turnovers. That wasn't one game. So I don't know.
Yeah, he's got to play better. You're right. He's got to play better.
And speaking of trash teams, like. I think Chicago should actually like kind of just blow up this team, honestly. Like what?
I already just want to get slightly worse. What's the point of blowing it up? What do you stay in the game?
Yeah,
you just want to lose more fans and franchise.
Because none of those players match at all. All of them are scorers. You got Levine, he's a scorer. You got Lauri Markkanen, he's a scorer. You got Kobe White, he's a scorer. You got Wendell Carter, who like doesn't know what the hell he is. Like, I think that. Excuse me.
He defends well.
He does defend. He does defend well, but this year he hasn't been defending that well. He's just been backing up. He hasn't been guarding any guards. They're trying to make him more of a shooter, and that shit's not working. Like,
it's a team like they haven't been this year at all.
Yeah.
Part of that's because of
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about Patrick Williams yet. I got high hopes for that guy. So.
I mean, Lauri just doesn't really seem to be all that good. He's supposed to be a scorer, but he's not even good at that. So
no, I really think they should trade Lauri because he's going to leave this year. They offered him an extension. He didn't want it. He's asking for like $20 million a year.
I'm not sure. I do believe that teams should value creating winning culture over just trying to blow up and pray that you get a generational talent in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I do support trading Laurie because I don't really think Laurie helps you win all that much.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything particularly good. I wouldn't want to trade Levine because Levine does make you a better team. Wendell's a promising player. Kobe actually helps you win games. But I don't know. I think they should just put a focus on just. It's been a while since they've actually been competitive.
Honestly,
Butler, and they need competitive basketball back in Chicago.
They need someone that could play make. You know, they have nobody that's good at creating any type of offense for them. Like they got scores, but like no one could really create a shot for anybody. Like Kobe and Levine are both looking to score.
Yeah, didn't they lose Chris Dunn?
They lost Chris Dunn, but he's not even a playmaker. The dude's a defender.
No, he was helping them win games.
He was helping them win games because his defense. Honestly, if Chris Dunn could shoot a wide open three, he'd probably be like second team all defense. That's how good his defense is. He's like,
how does that make sense?
What?
Oh man, if you just got a shot, you'd make second team all defense.
Well, he would get more minutes.
Okay.
Bill, you're gonna put some guy out there that can't do anything on offense?
I'm saying like it was when you said it at first, it didn't make sense. Like you got to improve your offense to get a defensive placement.
Yes,
the rationale was a little bit off there, a little unclear.
Yes, but the whole minutes thing, it makes sense.
Even if you don't factor in the minutes, some guys get all defensive selections just on reputation, not because they deserve it.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, man.
I don't think he's the best example of that, but I feel you.
Yeah, man.
Like I think he's great, but
looking at the NBA standings, right?
Okay.
Seeds 2 through 4 are the Pacers, Magic, and Cavaliers, all at 4-2. None of that shit is keeping up.
Wait. Who's won though?
The Sixers.
That's right.
None of that's keeping up.
I think Pacers can.
You think they're still gonna make the playoffs? I mean,
the
they knocking out the Heat are 10. Are the Heat staying out the playoffs in place of the Pacers?
Nah, I got the Pacers.
The Bucks
all right, so eight teams in the East making the playoffs. Sixers are making it. Celtics are making it. Miami.
Celtics, Bucks.
Yeah, I already mentioned.
Spots left? 1 or 2.
I can't just name this. Right, you go. You say your list, Amir. Go ahead.
Sixers.
Okay.
Hawks. Nets. Celtics. Bucks. Heat. So that's 6.
Yeah, so Pacers definitely can make it.
Raptors.
Raptors.
Yeah.
Even though I'll say this, they look neutered, man. They are not good like that.
Magic could make it, I guess. But none of them are staying in top 4, though. That's for sure. Falling out.
Yeah. I saw this tweet. It said that Street is saying that Pascal Siakam is a Luka Mute with OVO gear. Yeah, man.
It's not wrong.
Yo, honestly, I thought that Pascal was okay. I never was that crazy about his game. I was just always like, okay, it's kind of ugly, but he gets it done. But bro, he ain't getting it done no more.
Nope.
I mean, he has.
You saw the Raptors sat him down?
Yeah.
For some disciplinary thing for one game.
Pascal got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was because he left the bench early in a game.
Oh my god.
He was sad, man. He only scored 10 points on 2 of 14 shooting.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, Pascal's basically a 75 overall mile player. It's basically what he plays like.
He's a what?
75 overall mile player.
Oh. Yeah.
Damn, he is actually.
Dude, it's kind of like a joke, but in all honesty, dude has 0 bag. He has no moves really. He got that nut ass spin move, and that's really it.
You saw that video of him just trying to blow by that defender, and he couldn't, and then he just reverted back to his spin move, and it pulled off. He hit the ball for 10 seconds. It was
Zion Williamson. He was The thing about Pascal, the dude's so gifted. athletically and just with his length, like even though he has like very little ability to create offensively, he's just so gifted. Like it's kind of hard to still stop him. Like I don't know how long his wingspan is, but it's definitely like 7 feet or over 7 feet, and he's still really quick. And he doesn't have crazy handles, but he can kind of handle the ball. Like he just has he just has a little bit of things to work with, you know. But
yeah, he's like an overqualified role player, but he's not a star. You know what I mean?
whoa,
That's a very good way to put that. Overqualified role player, which is exactly what he was.
When he's
Right.
hot, he's really good, especially when defense isn't focused on him and focused on someone else like Kyle Lowry or Kawhi Leonard. But once they actually hone in on him, he doesn't have an ability to create his own shot consistently. So he just struggles and puts up like 20 shots, hits 4. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He kind of get his shot through like the flow of the offense, and hopefully his 3 points are falling in. But
yeah, or fast breaks. He gets a lot of fast break points too.
pretty much, yeah.
That's why their offense is so centered on that.
Mhm.
Because like, there's not a lot of good shooters on the Raptors. They have good shooters, but like,
There's no knockdown guys.
yeah,
And who's going to shot besides Kyle Lowry?
Who's gonna what?
Who's going to create their own shot besides Kyle Lowry?
Fred?
he's not been doing too good so far.
No, he hasn't. But we know he could create a shot. It's only been like 4 games, but that dude's a bucket.
He is.
Fair enough. It has been a really short sample size, so it's not fair to just immediately assume they're going to be trash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna be trash, but they're definitely. I definitely do think we're seeing a downfall of the Raptors. You know,
We might have to trade Kyle.
I don't think they're gonna do that, bro. He's like the heart and soul of the team.
Or not because of like sentimental reasons, but it might actually be better for the franchise.
Yeah, trade him for what?
I don't know.
James Harden.
You might get a couple role players for Kyle and maybe a draft, probably a draft pick.
Yeah, I'm hoping OG Anunoby kind of breaks out a little bit. I'm not expecting like 25 points, but maybe like 16, 18 points per game.
An OG Anunoby, what does an OG Anunoby breakout look like? Like, what new skills is he going to get, or is he just going to get better at what he's already good at?
He actually has some like offensive creating ability. Like he's a pretty good 3-point shooter. His ball handling isn't that bad, and he has a pull up jumper. So I would say just kind of. I honestly think him breaking out is just him getting more opportunity and like capitalizing on it. You know. It's not. It's nothing like. It's not going to be like a Brandon Ingram breakout, you know.
Well, I think Brandon Ingram had more to do with opportunity too.
Yeah, and experience, you know.
Until he went to New Orleans. Yeah, that played a role, but he's never been the focal point of an offense until he went to New Orleans.
No, but like his game has changed a little bit since the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers were trying to make him to like a point guard kind of.
Yeah, but it never was his game. New Orleans allowed him to play basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he needed a little bit of experience, kind of like find himself in the NBA. Like if you watch some of his Lakers highlights, like some games he'll play like how he plays in New Orleans, where he's hitting down like a lot of mid-range jumpers, a lot of pull-up threes and shit like that. And then other games it'll just be straight layups and like threes, and like that's kind of not his game. You know, he needs to handle the rock a little bit more.
Yeah, he needs shooting. He's a rhythm scorer. He needs the ball in his spot.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy. I don't think it was about Brandon knowing who he was as much as it was about being in the right situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I disagree with. Like, I don't experience definitely plays a role in it, but I think he would have just been doing like a slightly less efficient version of what he's doing right now in LA had he just been with a team who actually knows how to use him.
Right. I mean, his last year in LA, he was playing pretty good. Like, I feel like people don't realize that. Like, he was averaging 18 points as I think a second year player. Third year player, which is still impressive. Like, people have like to think that, oh, as soon as you get drafted, you better be averaging like 20 points. Like, nah, it takes time for people to develop. And even as a third year player, averaging 18 points is still very impressive.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
especially with
the dog's ass.
It wasn't like he was in his 20s.
Mhm.
kid.
Definitely saw the writing on the wall in that last season for the Lakers.
Yeah, he looked like a star back then.
Yo, when Zion Williamson gets a kid, bro, it's gonna be over. He's not gonna pay attention. He's not gonna give a fuck about the NBA no more.
It's hard for me to imagine Zion being.
Oh shit. Yo,
Is that the dog?
the dog just hit his head on the table like real.
Sounded like
Did you throw him? Did you throw him, Asa?
No, I didn't throw him. He was
Throwing
like
You threw your dog.
yeah.
Wow.
I threw him across the room.
you monster. I gotta film this.
On camera, we got you.
Mike Vick over here.
You heard that thud?
Yeah. I don't know why I brought up Zion Williamson being a dad, but it's just kind of like a funny thought to me. I could definitely see him packing on the pounds after that.
Yeah, when you say that, no, he does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you say that, I just picture him going like, "Oh, you're making me blush." When that girl was FaceTiming him, that's what I think of.
Right.
He said, "Good morning, beautiful." He said, "Why?" She said, "Why are you so handsome?" He said, "Why are you so beautiful?" Oh man, yeah, God.
Shout out Zion.
Yeah, man.
Badass.
Yeah, man. He's not even really fat. Like there's fatter. The thing is, he's just swole as shit, and he has he has some fat on him, and it like makes him look really big. Like there's NBA players who have a higher fat percentage on their body, but just because they're not as like swole as him, they don't look that big. Like Jokic, huh?
Like Paul George.
He has a higher fat percentage than Zion.
I don't know, but he's actually kind of flabby.
Yeah,
He is flabby. He's not like.
You can't tell.
Honestly, he looks like more like a marathon runner. Like that's kind of how he's built to me. Like
that's his natural build. But
he does not work out. Him and Kyrie do not lift. Like there's no convincing me that those dudes lift.
They probably lift their own body weight. That's probably about as far as they go. I don't think it's really intensive.
If you lift your own body weight too, I don't know, bro. Because when you lift your own body weight, you don't look swole, but like I don't know, you look a little bit more toned up than that. But then again, they run a lot, so it probably does take away a lot of their gains.
Yeah.
Kyrie lifts the basketball.
Yeah, that's what he does. There's no convincing me that Kevin Durant fucking squats. No,
Yeah,
bro, no.
he just bench presses.
Yeah, his legs are the same size they've always been. His legs are the same size they've always been.
Yeah.
His arms got bigger, but that's about it.
Yeah, man, but I don't know. Dude's always been kind of a stick. I remember there's this one picture I saw of him. It was his shirt off. I was like, I know he's an NBA player and he's in way better shape than me or anybody else in this room is, but like, Jesus, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a pretty sight.
And he's still single.
I don't know. I think he was engaged for a bit, but I'm pretty sure he got like divorced, or not divorced. My bad. You can't get divorced if you were engaged. They just broke off the engagement and shit. Yeah.
I think he keeps his personal life pretty private, though.
What'd you say, man?
Doesn't he keep his personal life pretty private? I don't think we know if he's in a relationship or not.
No, but he was engaged. To a WNBA player. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I might be making up some bullshit right now.
You might be. I never heard that.
This was like years ago.
You might be making it sound better than it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is Kevin Durant we're talking about.
Yeah, bro.
They probably broke it off because she asked him to brush his hair.
That's very true. She was like, "Listen, can you just do that, please?" And he was like, "You know what? You're not the real MVP."
She probably told him to stop wearing flannels and to stop smoking so much mid, and he got insulted.
Went straight to his mom.
Bro, you 7 feet and you're black and you're wearing flannels. I don't know. I don't, anyone could wear flannels, man, but like I don't know. That just don't sound right to me.
There's a height limit on wearing flannels.
Yeah, there's a height limit. There's a height limit on wearing flannels, man. Also, this is strictly for people in like Philly. Actually, not wherever. I'm gonna need y'all to stop wearing those like Poppy Store long john shirts, like actual shirts. Like that shit's whack. Like
What the hell are you talking about?
like those like long sleeve shirts at Poppy stores.
Come on, Dickies.
No, not Dickies. Just like those. It's like those long sleeve shirts you typically wear them under your shirt.
Oh yeah.
Long johns?
Yeah, long johns.
What's wrong with long johns?
Nothing's wrong with long johns. Just don't wear them as a shirt.
Why not?
Why not? That shit looks dirty, bro. Just if it's white. I don't know. It's just weird to me, bro.
All right.
Are you talking about like those raggedy old ass long johns people wear around like their normal shirts?
Yeah.
Well, they say that's because they're poor.
You're being insensitive.
I'm being insensitive, bro. Those shirts cost like I don't know, $3-4.
These men drink 40s at like water. What do you expect them to do?
Bro, I'm mainly talking about a coworker I have. He has a good amount, or not a good amount of money. He gets a fucking check. He could afford to wear some clean ones. This dude wears these dirty ass long johns every day to work. Same dirty ass sweats.
Well, see, that's what's wrong with you. Here you go, comment another man's. He probably just invested in the LLC. You worry about clothes.
Bro, he's just dirty, bro. Like a coworker went over his house and she was like, "Yo, this nigga dirty as hell."
Hey, she's saving up.
With the bitch you live like this?
Yeah,